The Nigerian government has the opportunity to make sure that there is peace in the Southeast. I repeat, the Nigerian government has the opportunity to make sure that there is peace in the Southeast because, however you look at it, peace in the Southeast is tied to Nnamdi Kanu that is in DSS custody or prison. The peace, the development in the Southeast is tied to Nnamdi Kanu and his health status. We are hearing a lot of things about his health. He needs to confirm this and that. That he may have been like poison or whatever. These are allegations. But the point is that the government of the day should understand that peace in the Southeast, they should understand, we are not begging anybody, that peace in the Southeast is tied to Nnamdi Kanu that is in that prison. Every region have their ideology. I will repeat again. Every region have their ideology. In the Southwest, if not everybody, there's a common ideology. Our Yoruba, we Yoruba people, before Nigeria. In the Southeast, there's this ideology. We are Igbo people. We are Biafrans or Igbo nation, the Igbo nation. Before Nigeria, in other parts of Nigeria, they have the Ijaw nation. We have the Kalabari. We have every other person. They have a sense of identity, entitlement. Before Nigeria, in fact, peoples in Nigeria today existed before Nigeria. Nigeria is a creation of a colonial influence. We don't used to have boundaries before. The colonial influence created these boundaries so that they can control us. So whatever it is, for the Southeasterners, they listen to Nnamdi Kanu by fault or by default. The governors have failed. The politicians have failed. They cannot control Jack. That is why even somebody like Simon Ekpa can stay in Finland and he will touch the aspirations, the ideology. He knows what collectively the Igbos want. Yes, let me tell you what the Igbo want. Igbo wants relevance in Nigeria. If that relevance is not given, they want out. These are two simple things. There's no baby grammar. Igbo wants relevance in Nigeria. If that relevance is not given, they want out. So it's either of the two. Now it looks like Nigeria is a failed project. And the relevance Igbos are going to get will not last long, even though we have an Igbo president. I repeat, the relevance, the reintegration, or let's say Igbo president, it will not last long because we have different people with different agenda. Some people, their own is not for Nigeria to prosper. Because Nigeria prospering is against, it will push them out of the country. It will restructure them out of the country. If people's eyes are open, that they are conservative, preserving their heritage, preserving their resources, using it to better their lives, some people will be excommunicated. So, whatever, even though we have an Igbo president, it will be short-lived. It will be short-lived because enemies day 247 that doesn't want you to prosper as a country that they created, Nigeria. So whatever happens to Nnamdi Kanu, whether by omission or commission, the federal government should understand that that young man has bought a lot of, some people have sold themselves to Nnamdi Kanu. Whether they are professors, whether they are master degree holder, whether they are PhD, whether they are politicians, the people you think that are not supporting the Igbo nation or Biafran cause, my brother, you go shock you say they support them. You say Nnamdi Kanu created the insecurity in the Southeast. Now we have root causes. We have root causes of the insecurity. The same government, now they go meet bandits. They meet bandits, say, let's have a peace deal. Bandits say they threaten them on top and with guns and ammunition. There's never a time that the IPOB started with violence. It is the government that radicalized them, the way they radicalized NSAS protests. I repeat, there was never a time that the IPOB started with violence. They started with civil measures. But with their civility, the government of the day, led by the Fulani, that doesn't want anything restructuring, provoked this guy, pushed them to the wall, killed them so many, that they had to resort to defending themselves. It is the government of the day that pushed the IPOB to start defending themselves, taking this measure of using weapons and what have you. At least for those that are involved in criminal activities. So if anything happened to Nnamdi Kanu, I've said it before, the best thing you can do for the Southeast is to make sure that you release Nnamdi Kanu so that we can also look at our destination the Southeast and go there in peace. Most of us cannot go there in peace because of the insecurity created by years of neglect and negligence. You know what it is? Insecurity created by years of neglect and negligence. So we need Nnamdi Kanu out. The court session should see this guy realistically free, because there's nothing you want to hold this guy on. I'm telling you, Nigeria under Buhari and Malami, they did a lot of disservice to the country. They carried out a lot of criminal activities under the name of federal government. You went to kidnap somebody from Kenya, and you cannot prove that you brought him like logically or legally. You started speaking that your BB grammar that used to deceive other Nigerians. But we cannot be deceived though. You see, those supporting the Igbo nation, because I prefer calling it Igbo nation, those supporting the Igbo nation, they are not the people you see online. You think, say, all these ones where you see online, all those ones, they are not even relevant in the scheme of things. Those that are supporting Igbo nation, then sit down, they look at everybody. They look at you in silence. Yes, because ideology is bigger than Nigeria. The ideology of Biafra is bigger than Nigeria because the Igbos existed before Nigeria. The ideology of the Southwest, the Yoruba people, Yoruba nation, is bigger than Nigeria because this Yoruba nation of the thing, the Yorubas existed before Nigeria. The Hausas existed before they hear say Nigeria or whatever it is. The Fulani existed. Every other person existed. So don't use Nigeria and bamboozle us. You know, in terms of war, the Biafra and the Nigeria war, anybody is criminal. It depends on where you are fighting from. I repeat, the Biafran forces, the Nigerian forces, anybody is a criminal depending on where you are fighting from. If you're on the Biafran side, the Nigerian people, not them a criminal. Abi? If you're on the Nigerian side, the Biafran people, not them a criminal. The Nigerian government committed a lot of atrocities, killing, while the Biafran also killed. So, whichever side takes control, the person becomes the jury. You see, the Nigerian government killed IPOB. They were protesting civil right. They were not armed. But the army went and killed a lot of people. I heard it's 100. A lot of people that day. Unarmed youth that were protesting, saying that we want fairness. We want a referendum. That is it. So the Nigerian government killed, but they are not the aggressor. They are not the criminals. They are not the people that committed crime because it is under their jurisdiction. So if you call Nnamdi Kanu a criminal, whatever it is from the perspective you are looking at it. Yes, let us sit down and think sometimes. It is from the perspective you are looking at it. Because, for instance, Nigeria is going to fight the Niger Republic. Nigerian army go kill. So if they catch the Nigerian army for Niger Republic, what would they call the Nigerian army? They'll call him a criminal or whatever it is. But back here in Nigeria, we see him as somebody who is doing well. So it is as a result of power tussle. We are fighting war, I defeat you, now me kill you pass. I can't take you as slave, you become criminal. But in the eyes of God, there two people were killing. I kill, you kill. See, I will take time to explain this. Because some people, they are bent on closing their eyes and not thinking, looking at it critically. Nnamdi Kanu is this and that. Do you know what the Nigerian government has done to the Nigerian people? There's some things that have happened behind closed doors that people cannot come out to say. Some of your politicians that have seen some things behind closed doors that your politicians have committed that they cannot come out to say. Likewise, it is because they are in power. That's why everybody is just criminal. You see some governors, they are governor. Now they be law, now they be everything. Now they prosecute, they pardon criminals and everything. When they come out from this, their governor, they will come go sell because themselves, they commit criminality. So criminality is not the property of anybody. Everybody at one point in time has committed a criminal act, depending on the perspective or the perception or where you are standing or where you are looking at it from. If you stand here, you look at the Nigerian government, you see those Samanekwa boys. If you stand where they are standing, you say Nigerian government, then be terrorists and everything. From the Nigerian side, the Fulani soldiers and everything, and the Fulani-led Northern Army, we say these IPOB people, they are criminals. I don't know about Boko Haram because Boko Haram, I don't know what they are fighting for. I don't even understand the reason why they are fighting, so I cannot comment on that. So Nnamdi Kanu goes to court. Yesterday was his birthday. I wish him a happy birthday. And I pray that the rumors that we are hearing that is going to be released, we hear that Igbo elders ran to Abia State Government House and we are asking for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. I pray this becomes a reality. It's a prayer. But the way I look at it, politically, I'm talking politically. I'm not talking because I'm an authority. I'm telling you my own perspective. I'm analyzing the situation. Politically, if Tinubu release Nnamdi Kanu, my brother, that is another unity in the Southeast too. I know that some people will not want to agree. He's doing that for politics' sake. But when they release Nnamdi Kanu, and Nnamdi Kanu makes a statement, not relating to Biafra, but relating to, first, let us build the Igbo nation. Because this is what I suspect. If they are ever going to release Nnamdi Kanu, strategy is very important in anything you do. I'm telling you. Whether it is agitation, whatever it is, strategy is very important. I have said this before that the Yoruba people, they are likely to leave Nigeria before the Igbo people. I say they are likely. If the Yorubas are ready and are serious, and they know in their mind that it is time to leave Nigeria, they will make sure that they discourage people from staying outside. They will pass information small. It can take them 10 years to plan for it. They will have to relocate. After making their region viable, they have to relocate in a way that the casualties, wherever they are, the casualties will not be that much. If you are working somewhere in the enemy territory that will be in the future, if you are working in Nigeria, because we are going to have Yoruba nation, but if you are still working in Nigeria, don't have a permanent residence. Make sure that whatever you are having there, you can dispose it. They will plan for that. And when it is time, they will give the green light. I'm telling you, there are strategies to things happening. This is global. This is a new century. Gone are those days whereby you want to defeat the country, you enter horse, you go climb horse, you go sweat. You go use horse, you go. Some people go die for road driving horse, going to another country. Gone are the days whereby you use armor tank, you enter into a country, you have soldiers that march into another country through ships. These days, some people they go inside their own country, they destroy another country. They don't go anywhere. Hello? Strategy is important. You upgrade your strategy. The Biafra agitation, there's a new strategy we need to apply. And all these things that we are doing, we need to sit down together. I've said it. Let us cripple this Ohanese of a people. They don't have any vision, any focus for Alibu. There's nothing. There's nothing. They're just there to just occupy seat and be drinking beer, drinking palm wine and cola, and they're saying that we are elderly people, be speaking adages. Who cares about those adages? Whereby in Nigeria today, the Igbo man is almost becoming last, politically last. Although the guy is a very hardworking guy and people respect him for that, but yeah, they are limiting his shine because of we have people, leaders that their eyes don't open. If we had visionary leaders, there's no need for Nnamdi Kanu. I tell you. If we had visionary leaders in the Southeast, there is no need for Nnamdi Kanu. But because you don't have them, why won't we have Nnamdi Kanu? Nnamdi Kanu understands the plight of the people. He knows that if you talk about Biafra, freedom, because the people over the years, after the war, they still believe that they are in bondage. Wherever they find themselves, they believe that Nigeria is not a place for them. So Nnamdi Kanu and other people will key into that ideology. They will key into that ideology and they will follow because these guys understand their language. You're a businessman. You want to do cosmetic products. You want to do a design on your cosmetic. You're not preaching the language. You're not speaking to the psychology of your customers. And you want to succeed in business. That's how our leaders in Igbo land do politically. Most of them are successful businessmen. I don't know why they don't apply the strategies of their business to politics. Now, I am involved in sports and football. I want to design a jersey. I'm not speaking to the mindset, the psychology of those that are going to buy that jersey, that football jersey. I'm not speaking. I'm just here doing anything. That's how the Southeast politicians are. But politically, if Tinubu release Nnamdi Kanu, my brother, it is a lockdown. It is a lockdown. Because as it is now, It is about rebuilding the Southeast. Rebuilding first before any agitation should pause. Agitation is something that will happen whether in my lifetime. See, ideology outlives any creation of man. Ideology of a people with strong ties of culture, of history and heritage. The ideology of a people with strong ties of culture, history and heritage outlives any generation. That's why the Fulani today. The Fulani today. They will never stop in that their whatever agenda, because it is embedded in their culture, in their history, in their tradition, and in their heritage. I repeat, anything called ideology, you cannot kill it. Till tomorrow, be fighting Boko Haram. If like kill all the Boko Haram finish, you go to say one imam go start your own Boko Haram. I'm telling you, if like kill Nnamdi Kanu, kill any other person agitating, you see somebody else go start his own brand of agitation. So the Nigerian government should understand that all these things we hear say the man know well, this one, they are sabotaging his health, the DSS and this and that. I know politics day for this thing called agitation. Politics day. But let's overlook emotions. Let's look at the critical thing. How can you restore peace to the Southeast? If the Nigerian government really wants Southeast to develop, this restoration that is going on, if the Nigerian government really wants, how can they restore? I'm asking the question. How can we restore peace to the Southeast? We blame the Southeast leaders for whatever that is going on. But the government have a role it can play. The government have a role it can play in restoring. Forget these Southeast leaders. Those ones, I don't know. Very soon. Maybe even the Nnamdi Kanu coming out will be their demise politically. Maybe that's why they are afraid that Nnamdi Kanu coming, his influence will overshadow what the governors are doing. And the people, the Southeasterners are easily verse. And Nnamdi Kanu can be that trigger. They can just start today. They catch them. Yes, Nnamdi Kanu can become that trigger. But as it stands today, we hope that the federal government understand that whatever it is, we Southern Nigeria needs to unite together. Because in the future, which Yoruba nation with the Biafra nation or Igbo nation, with the future, we need allies. So as close as we are, we cannot be sworn enemies. It cannot possible. Because if we are sworn enemies, the enemy can divide, can separate us and attack us differently. They will weigh our strength individually and use that our individual weakness to attack us. But when we are united, we are much more formidable and powerful. I'm not saying that we are united with boundaries together. We are living together. You can be united with your boundaries, conservatism, respecting. No, they are friends. You have friends that he knows my boundaries, I know his boundaries, so I don't cross his boundaries. The respect is there. That's why we are even friends. I know when this guy is not like getting it or not taking it, I know how to pause. A husband and wife, they understand themselves. That's why the union is strong. The wife understands the husband understands the wife. They are strong. So it is the same thing with Yoruba nation and Igbo nation. Because when you have Yoruba nation, you have Igbo nation. An Igbo man cannot leave the Biafra and come into Yoruba and say, this is no man's land. They go give a heavy slap. Yoruba man will not even dare do that because it is not typical of them. Yes. So if the Yoruba man come and say, Igbo man, who is Igbo man? Very useless set of people. Those ones, say for there, they don't even talk, as you know they talk now, they don't from down up and left, right, they don't give you different beating. Yes, we can be together and understand our differences and have strong alliance. It will better understand ourselves that way. Tinubu should also plant a seed of unity using Nnamdi Kanu. I'm advocating, like I'm advocating. But literally, the Fulani is sitting down to watch. Let us see what Tinubu will do with this Nnamdi Kanu case. This might be the greatest battle the Fulani will be fighting with Tinubu if Tinubu releases Nnamdi Kanu. I'm telling you, the greatest challenge Tinubu will have with Fulani-led northern Nigeria. Because the Hausa man is not even worried. Nnamdi Kanu, you can release him. But the Fulani man, that man is very, very bitter. The Fulani person is very bitter. I don't know Nigeria is not for you, but you came into Nigeria, you found your way, you permeated everywhere, you enter everybody, and you are now trying to tell us what to do as people. Telling you, that is why Fulani influence in Nigeria must be conquered, must be destroyed. If we don't do so, it is going to be like serious. We are entering serious problem. Yes. Now, Samanekpa is in prison. Nnamdi Kanu is in prison, but I don't support Samanekpa. His own strategy is different from what I think. Everybody has a right to have what he thinks and what he does. I'm not even supporting. I even prefer Nnamdi Kanu to an Ojukwu. I know the reasons. I have told you from the beginning. Let's not go back. That when we have two people fighting, in my eyes, me I dey fight you. You be criminal for my eyes. For your eyes, I be criminal. It is two fighting. So let's not even look at it critically from that angle. Like, you are supporting this guy. This guy brought insecurity to the Southeast, brought this and that. Now, before this guy, the cries of the Southeasterners were made bare to the Southeast governors. Nnamdi Kanu told them, this is what we want. He didn't agitate to. He said, if you want me to drop this agitation, give us relevance. The federal government should give us relevance, sense of entitlement or belonging to the Nigerian cause. But after that is when they started the campaign, using army to move up and down, left, right, and center, want to silence him. The governors, before they proscribed IPOB, it is the governors that gave the consent, because they want Nigeria to work, because they are the ones benefiting now. They are not planning for anybody's future. I told you that is the life of an average Nigerian politician. Whether they are Fulani, whether their personal interest needs to be served. Most of them don't even want Nigeria to be restructured. But because we have people. Hey, my God. So I pray that that whatever it is, his release will bring peace in the Southeast. Then we can reorganize ourselves so that we can also play a part in the global restructuring. People are making decisions globally. We are here. We never even get ourselves. If they are making decisions now, they can make these decisions on our head. Where will they fight within ourselves? Say they don't sell us, and we have nothing to defend ourselves. You just take one missile, they throw it in one place. You throw it, they destroy the whole of Nigeria, because they have built themselves over the years to make decisions. May God help Nigerians.